The Democratic National Convention's officially underway in Philadelphia with some controversy on day one and with some heavy hitters scheduled to speak tonight. To preview that, as he did last week's Republican convention, is our political analyst, UW-Whitewater communications professor Richard Haven. Nice to have you here. And Debbie Wasserman Schultz today stepping down as DNC chair, not gaveling in the convention. There's that going on. There's the email controversy that came out that said some of those in the party were maybe trying to undercut Senator Sanders, and then a bump for Donald Trump from last week. So what's at stake for this Democratic convention?
Well, for some reason, emails are a big problem for the Democrats. But in any case, what's at stake is unification. They've got to find a way, even though it'll be a little bit messy tonight, to unify the party, show that to the American people, and get the Sanders supporters on board so that they are there both as workers and voters coming into November.
Some of those Sanders supporters were protesting today in Philadelphia, unhappy with the party, and we see that footage there. And then back in 1968, of course, historically, the Democratic Party was divided and protests in the streets got very ugly, as we see, and Republicans Richard Nixon calling for law and order. So could this be deja vu all over again, Professor?
Well, not quite. There are similarities, but there are some notable differences. In '68, the traditional liberals were led by Hubert Humphrey. The New Left was led by Eugene McCarthy. The New Left never got on board with the traditional, and that was partly because of the Vietnam War and the demonstrations against the war. But there are similarities, and again, we have the progressive wing and Bernie Sanders, the establishment wing with Hillary Clinton, and they're trying to bring them together. So that's similar. And then Donald Trump is really copying Richard Nixon from '68, running a law and order campaign, and that similarity. In the end, I think the Democrats are more likely to unify than they were back in '68, and I doubt that the demonstrations in the streets of Philadelphia will have the same police reaction nor the same violence.
What do you make of Trump's 6-point bounce in the new CNN poll, putting him in the lead in that poll for now?
It's not unusual. Back in 2000, George W. Bush got an 8-point bump. The question is, can Hillary Clinton answer that bump, as Al Gore did in 2000, with a similar 8-point bump? So we're really going to watch to see what comes out of the convention, and does she get a similar bounce?
We've got a minute left, so some heavy hitters scheduled tonight to speak. What should we expect from them?
Well, we expect them to endorse Hillary Clinton, to urge Bernie Sanders, and especially Bernie Sanders, to urge his supporters to support her. The danger for the Democrats will be that it'll get a little messy in the hall. But then again, that's not terribly new, as we know from the Republican convention, for political conventions.
And the choice of Tim Kaine, Senator Kaine, as her running mate, what does he bring to the ticket?
Well, he brings a perspective that I think is welcomed by moderates. They hope that he will be a safe candidate, probably appeal to some of the Republicans who are dissatisfied, the independents, and especially Republican suburban women, to pull them over to go with Hillary Clinton. And of course, they hope he'll help them to carry Virginia, an important swing state.
15 seconds left here. So what about the historical significance? We should not forget about that in this convention.
And that's absolutely correct, John. Hillary Clinton will be the first woman ever nominated for the presidency by a major party. That's an important change, and we might want to listen for the glass ceiling breaking.
All right, Professor Richard Haven, UW-Whitewater Communications, thanks so much. You made a long effort to get here to see us today. We do appreciate it.
You're welcome,
Thanks
John.
much.